2005 on a 54 Honda Integra Type R. Beautiful condition, this one. Nice low owners. It was actually imported to the UK from Japan, obviously, when it was about 6 months old. It's been in the UK since September 2005. Really, really nice condition. I have just had this one down the road. It drives beautifully. Nice and tight, no squeaks, no rattles. We're going to start by having a good look around the bodywork. We'll check the interior out, and then we'll go for an engine startup. If we look down this driver's side to start with, you can see it's lovely and straight all the way down there. There's no waviness, no ripples, no dents. It's not full of filler or anything like that. You can see that body line's nice and sharp all the way down the sort of 3/4 height of the body. Driver's front wing, we'll start there. Normally you get some stone chips in this section where the arch kicks out, but as you can see, this one is lovely and neat all the way around. No signs of any marks there. Same story where the bumper meets the front wing, again, lovely and neat. Inside the arch, you've got this arch liner, but you can actually see the bodywork on the inside. There's no sign of any corrosion or any bubbling coming through there at all. Really nice and clean. Got one very, very light scratch just there that actually looks like it will polish off to me. Rest of the wing is all nice and tidy. On the original spec Honda wheels, alloy wheels, lovely clean Brembo brake caliper there. And we're on Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tyres all round. Loads of tread left, and there's still got the little hairs on the outside as well, so that's always a good sign. Continuing our way down this side, all the plastics along the bottom of the scuttle are lovely and neat. They're not dried out or caked in back to black or anything like that. Same story for this trim finisher here. Quite often you can get a bit of delamination down the bottom of the windscreen, but this one, as you can see, is lovely all the way around. No sign of any stone chips coming up the A-pillar. Very light scuff on the top of the wing mirror just there. If we're being really picky, plastics where it comes out of are lovely and neat. I say no marks up the A-pillar, and then along the leading edge of the windscreen again. No stone chips, no nicks or bubbles or anything like that at all. Roof itself, lovely and straight. No ripples, no dents, all nice and tidy. Front glass, nice and clear. No ingrained scratching or anything in that. Got a tint on the rear, tint on the boot light window as well. Driver's door, lovely and tidy. There's no marks, all nice and neat around the handle. Down the bottom here is all good. And the leading edge where it's normally getting opened on thing again, nice and tidy. No sign of any sort of issues there. Side skirt, that fits nice and neat all the way along. We'll pop the camera underneath from here. You can see the floor pans and the sill. Again, I appreciate it's dark, but it is lovely and tidy under there. It's not caked in under seal or anything like that. Continuing down this side, normally you find a bit of rust coming through down the bottom here. You get dirt trapped in behind that arch, but this one, as you can see, nice and close to it, is immaculate. Inside the arch is sharp all the way around. No sign of any bubbling at all on the arch itself. And then again, the same sort of thing happens here, but this one, as you can see, is lovely and clean. Rear alloy wheel, again, nice and neat. Another Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tyre. Look back down this side, straight all the way down, no ripples, no dents. Coming around at the back, the rear bumper sits nice and steady. It's not sort of off to one side. All the gaps are good where you want them to be. Tail lights on both sides are lovely and bright and clear, as are all of the badges. Normally you get some scuffs on the bumper here where things are lifted in and out, but this one, as you can see, is all lovely and neat and tidy all the way around. And then up onto the boot lid itself. This area normally gets forgotten, doesn't it, when it's getting washed and things like that. There's no issues there at all. Inside where the spoiler sits is lovely and clean. You can actually see the seal and everything. That's all nice and neat. Up onto the top of the spoiler again. That's nice. It's not been used to open and close the boot by the looks of things. And we can have a look at the screen. On the bottom we've got a bit of polish there, but other than that, there's no corrosion or anything coming through. Lovely and neat, and the rear glass is good itself. We'll have another look at the roof. Up here, all good. And then round on the passenger side, if we look down this side, again, same as the other side, nice and straight. It's not full of filler or ripples or anything like that. Bumper meets the rear quarter nice and neatly. Around the filler caps, all good. Again, get your hand in that arch, sharp all the way around. We're looking at the bottom down here. There's not even any stone chips really on this piece here where normally the tyre flicks it up and pulls stuff apart. Really nice and clean all the way along there. Another good wheel and matching tyre. No marks to note on the rear quarter. And again, Side skirt fits good. There's no sign of any corrosion coming through there on the bottom of the doors. And if you look on the inside, both sides, lovely and neat all the way around. Same story on the glass on this side, tint on the rear, nice and clear on the front. No marks to note on the passenger door. We'll be in really pity, but that's a bit of polish, ignore that. Thought I'd found a stone chip, but no, it's polished. There is the tiniest little stone chip just there on the wing mirror, but again, that's how nice this car is, I'm being that picky. All good coming up the A-pillar on this side and across the top of the roof. No delamination down this side. And again, your plastics are nice and clean. Front wing, nothing to whinge about down the bottom here. There's a little bit of dirt there which we'll wash off, but other than that, nice and neat all the way around. And final good wheel and tyre. Those wheels look to be pretty much unmarked to me. Calipers are lovely, all 4 tyres are good. Headlamps are lovely, they normally need a polish by now, but they're nice and neat. 1 or 2 very minor stone chips. You know, just what you'd expect, but very, very neat overall. There's no scuffs along the bottom of the front bumper. 1 little decent sized stone chip there. And then the bonnet itself, really, really good. You can see how deep that lovely metallic blue paint is. All good along there. So overall, bodywork wise, easily one of the best ones you'll find. Really nice and tidy. None of the usual rusty corners. Moving on to the interior. Lovely and neat on that door card. Normally this blue gets worn quite badly, but this one's all good. Inside the door itself is nice and tidy. It's got the original Integra Type R mats, which have been down for a long time because underneath it's like brand new. And you've got those lovely blue Recaros. A little bit of wear on the bolster. And a little, it's more of a slight bit of sag in the cloth. Actually, a good steam clean should tighten that up back to looking like that. But the cloth itself is lovely and neat. The suede on the outside, again, all very good. Virtually no wear at all on the steering wheel. We'll knock the ignition on and show you the mileage. 51,310 miles. So virtually nothing. Again, you see them on 150 all day long. Nice and neat down the center console. It does have a Pioneer double-din aftermarket stereo. And we'll pop the bonnet while we're here. Going into the boot. Into the back. They don't look like they've been used hardly at all. Lovely and clean. Backs of the seats are good. Headlining's lovely and neat. And then into the boot. Huge boot on these. The boot load cover there is all nice and neat. We do have a set of front Integra Type R seat covers, which is why those seats are so nice. And this hard load cover fit in the boot, which again is lovely and tidy. Around the carpet set's all good. In the shut's good. If you look in there, that's all nice and neat. Normally you'd find some corrosion coming through in these areas, but it's all nice and neat. Round at the passenger side. Again, lovely and tidy on the door card. Seat in lovely condition. Again, tiniest little bit. This one's a tiny little bit of sag. I would like to see that with a good steam cleaning because I do think it would pull tight again. Nothing at all to whinge about in there. All very good. And then under the bonnet, you've got that 2-litre VTEC engine. Really, really strong engine. These actually worth quite a lot of money on their own. Like I say, I have had it down the road. Comes onto tech lovely. Pulls really well. Gearbox feels good. Clutch feels nice. Not a rattle, not a squeak in the wings and stuff are all good there on both sides. Been parked here a little while. It's not dropping any fluid on the floor. We do have an immobiliser fitted. It's just a one press jobby. As long as you've got a green light, you're good to go. Fires up on the button. All your warning lights going out. We'll shut that one there, obviously for door open, but you've got a seatbelt light, fuel light, obviously need some fuel, and we've got a light on for handbrake. Take that off, that goes away. We go around the back. Nothing nasty coming out the back there. And then if we come around the front, ticking over lovely and happy. No nasty ticks or rattles. All good. So there you go. 2005 on a 54 Honda Integra Type R. Fabulous condition, nice sensible mileage, low ownership. I think it's 1 or 2 owners. We'll detail that in the description. If you've got any questions at all, please get in touch. Thank you.